Okay friends, here's my quick and dirty wear trash crash course on how to make bias tape for any of your sewing projects. In this demo, I'm using an old bed sheet, which works really well, but you can use any woven lightweight fabric you like. So what is bias tape? Bias tape is a strip of fabric that's cut across the 45-degree angle of a woven fabric. And the reason for that is woven fabric is not stretchy when pulled vertically or horizontally against the grain, but if you pull it at a 45-degree angle, it actually has quite a bit of stretch to it. And we need it to be stretchy because oftentimes you're sewing bias tape around a lot of different curves and different shapes, so you need the stretchiness to accommodate that. So now, how do you make it? Find the corner of the textile you're using and fold that corner over diagonally to form a triangle. You can make your triangle much bigger than mine here, but I kept it small for filming purposes. Next, you're going to trace roughly a 45-degree diagonal line from the corner to the bottom edge of your triangle, and then trace a parallel line to that one. My lines are all 2 inches apart because I'm making a 2-inch double-folded bias tape, but usually bias tapes are between 1 and 3 inches wide. Trace out as many lines as you can comfortably fit in that triangle, and then cut out your strips. Now some pieces will be much longer than others, and often you'll need to join the ends of the bias tape to make one continuous strip. So let me show you how you can do that 2 different ways. The first way is the more official / sanctioned way. You'll notice I cut the ends of the fabric at a diagonal. That was in prep for this joining process. You're going to put the right sides together of the fabric, place the ends of the bias strips perpendicular to each other so that the points of the diagonals are pointing in opposite directions. Then sew these together from the corners of where they meet. This is the preferred method for joining bias tape ends because it distributes the seam, resulting in very little bulkiness, which gives it like a smooth finish. The more obvious way of joining the ends together is simply by sewing a normal horizontal seam, and that will still totally work. It just creates a more bulky, kind of puckery seam. But guess what? It's a free country and you can do what you want. Anyway, I hope this was helpful and happy sewing.